Next, we have an article by Vigilant Citizen at vigilantcitizen.com entitled Origins and Techniques of Monarch Mind Control. And the author begins, Monarch programming is a method of mind control used by numerous organizations for covert purposes. It is a continuation of Project mkultra. The methods are astonishingly sadistic. Its entire purpose is to traumatize the victim, and the expected results are horrifying. The creation of a mind-controlled slave who can be triggered at any time to perform any action, triggered by the handler. While mass media ignores this issue, over 2 million Americans have gone through the horrors of this program. This article looks at the origins of monarch programming and some of its methods and symbolism. Monarch programming is a mind control technique comprising elements of satanic ritual abuse, or SRA, and multiple personality disorder. It utilizes a combination of psychology, neuroscience, and occult ritual to create within the slaves an alter persona that can be triggered and programmed by the handler. Monarch slaves are used by several organizations connected with the world elite in fields such as the military and the entertainment industry. This article will look at the origins of monarch programming. Throughout the course of history, several accounts have been recorded describing rituals and practices resembling mind control. One of the earliest writings, giving reference to the use of occultism to manipulate the mind, can be found in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It is a compilation of rituals, heavily studied by today's secret societies, which describes methods of torture and intimidation to create trauma, the use of potions, and the casting of spells, ultimately resulting in the total enslavement of the initiate. Other events ascribed to black magic, sorcery, and demonic possession, where the victim is animated by an outside force, are also ancestors of monarch programming. It is, however, during the 20th century that mind control becomes a science, in the modern sense of the term, where thousands of subjects have been systematically observed, documented, and experimented on. One of the first methodical studies on trauma-based mind control was conducted by Josef Mengele, a physician working in Nazi concentration camps. He initially gained notoriety for being one of the SS physicians who supervised the selection of arriving prisoners, determining who was to be killed and who was to become a forced laborer. However, he is mostly known for performing grisly human experiments on camp inmates, including children, for which Mengele was called the Angel of Death. Mengele is infamous for sordid human experiments on concentration camp prisoners, especially on twins. A part of his work that is rarely mentioned, however, is his research on mind control. Much of his research in this field was confiscated by the Allies and is still classified to this day. Dr. Green, in other words, Dr. Josef Mengele, the most significant programmer. Perhaps one could give him the title of the father of monarch programming. An ex-concentration camp doctor. Thousands of monarch mind-controlled slaves in the U.S. had this doctor as their chief programmer. This, according to Fritz Springmeier, the Illuminati formula to create a mind-control slave. And it continues. Dr. Josef Mengele of Auschwitz notoriety was the principal developer of the trauma-based monarch project. Mengele and approximately 5,000 other high-ranking National Socialists were secretly moved into the U.S. and South America in the aftermath of World War II in an operation designated Paperclip. The National Socialists continued their work in developing mind control and rocketry technologies in secret underground military bases. The only thing we were told about was the rocketry work, with former Nazi star celebrities like Werner von Braun. The killers, torturers, and mutilators of innocent human beings were kept discreetly out of sight. But busy in U.S. underground military facilities, which gradually became home to thousands upon thousands of kidnapped American children, snatched off the streets and placed into iron bar cages, stacked from floor to ceiling as part of their training. Well, check it out. There's an original memorandum here. Let's take a look at this closer. Memorandum for the record, June 1953, near the beginning of the program. Project mkultra, Subproject 8. Subproject 8 is being set up as a means to continue the present work in the general field of LSD. It says how long the project is going to last. A little less than a year. This project will conclude a continuation of a study of biochemical and clinical psychiatric aspects of the drug. The scope of mkultra does not stop. Experiments involving violent electroshocks, physical and mental torture and abuse were used in a systemic manner on many subjects, including children. Although the admitted goal of the projects were to develop torture and interrogation methods to use on our country's enemies, some historians asserted that the project aimed to create Manchurian candidates, programmed to perform various acts, such as assassinations and other covert missions. Although there's never been any official admittance of the existence of monarch programming, prominent researchers have documented the systemic use of trauma on subjects for mind control purposes. Some survivors, with the help of dedicated therapists, were able to deprogram themselves and then go on record and disclose the horrifying details of their ordeals. Monarch slaves are mainly used by organizations to carry out operations using patsies, trained to perform specific tasks, who do not question orders, who do not remember their actions, and, if discovered, who automatically commit suicide. They are perfect scapegoats for high-profile assassinations, the ideal candidates for prostitution, slavery, and private movie productions. They are also the perfect puppet performers for the entertainment industry. Let's check out some art.
You know, maybe being stuck in a movie trailer isn't so bad, man. I mean, you never get to see what happens in the end, but there aren't really any boring parts either.
What if you felt like you were trapped? What if you didn't feel like you were in control of your life? What if you felt like you were being watched?
What are you talking about, man? You're out of your mind.
You never once felt like you couldn't escape?
Escape? I've never wanted to.
It's because you're just a supporting character. I try to say something. Anything that I write down. But I can't do it. I can't say it. All that come out are catchy phrases like, if I got up out of this booth and drove away in my truck and never looked back, would you come with me?
In a world where freedom is a forgotten dream.
Someone's following me, Billy. I can hear him just beyond the silence.
What's happening to you, man? You need to sit back and relax. Stop being so paranoid about everything, dude.
One man will stand up to fight for justice.
He's out there, tracking my every move. I can't even speak for more than 10 seconds at a time before I'm cut off by that.
Where there was once desperation, there will soon be hope.
Pretty soon you'll lean forward, and we'll passionately kiss. Just say something, just tell me what you're thinking! I think I'm stuck, Billy. I think I'm trapped in here forever.
Where there was once indifference, there will soon be passion.
There! Do you hear that?
Where there was once tyranny, there will soon be...
What does that even mean?
I'm getting out of here. Where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Lily seems pretty awesome, dude. What's the problem?
Can't spend more than an instant with her before I end up somewhere else.
Endings are overrated anyway, dude.
The story of a man struggling to give the world one last chance.
I just want to watch the Lakers game.
The story of a woman destined to be his one true love.
Okay, I'm just a supporting character. What do you want me to do?
I don't know, support me!
This holiday season, you're invited to feel the uplifting power of the movie trailer man.